17-year-old Samantha Jackson sits alone in her living room, making sounds only she understands. Shh. Samantha has severe autism, a developmental disorder that manifests in many ways, including the inability to develop language.
Because she can't communicate well, she gets very, very frustrated. As you can imagine, that was even worse when she was younger.
Have you had any negative experiences with her in public? And you laugh when we...
Pretty tough. I just stopped taking her, and my husband and I took turns going to Mass.
But Karen believes Samantha belongs in church.
I think she's a person of immense faith. She doesn't show it the way you and I might show it, but she shows it with her actions very clearly.
The first time Karen caught a glimpse of this was when Samantha was 10 years old at this McDonald's restaurant. On the way in, she encountered a homeless man, someone most people would avoid.
But Samantha stopped dead in front of him, and she looked at him, and she reached out to him. And I was so moved by that because, you know, here I was trying to shuffle her by, not even acknowledging him. And there she was acknowledging this other person in such a beautiful way. That was sort of when I think for me, I started thinking about her impact on other people and her spiritual life.
Samantha is now fully a part of this congregation. Karen started a support group for other families who had children with disabilities, but she soon realized the problem was bigger than she thought.
So, you know, my prayer was to God, you know, what more can I do? And that is a pretty, you know, dangerous prayer.
Indeed.
Indeed. And so Faith Inclusion Network sort of developed out of that.
In 2008, Karen started the Faith Inclusion Network, or FIN. It helps churches learn to become more inclusive and families to find a welcome place to worship. FIN is also branching out to bring together leaders of the faith and disability community to network, educate, and inspire.
For we are God's handiwork, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do. There's no asterisk on that verse that sends you to the bottom of the page where it says, except for people with disabilities.
Susie Stefanowicz has seen how God prepared some of these people for his work. She and her husband began the Chosen Ministry to help people with disabilities worship together. Samantha Jackson spends less time alone now. Here, she is free to be herself and dance. Charlene Aaron, CBN News, Virginia Beach.